Hi everyone, something a little different from Lipstick and Linguine today. We're looking at new products that are hitting the shelves. Either they've just hit shelves or they are about to hit shelves. A couple of these items have been out for a month or so, and I'm including them because they've just hit some supermarkets. So, you know, things, different products are launched at different times. In different stores. So, you know, if you're buying things from the supermarkets, these things might have just come out. If you are a Priceline addict like I am, then you may have seen them around before already. The first thing we're going to talk about is this sculpting palette from Rimmel. And I tried this yesterday for the first time and was super impressed. I love the bronzing shade in particular, which is incredible for me because I'm not really a bronzing kind of person. But there are three beautiful shades here. There's a light highlight shade, a sparkly kind of, well, no, not sparkly, slightly shimmery bronzing shade, and then there's a matte blush. And I'm not sure if they're going to release these in a whole bunch of shades because this one does say 0.002 Coral Glow, so that kind of insinuates that there's going to be some more shades. But yeah, these are really pretty. I don't know if you can see those on the skin. They're very sheer, so you can build them up. And what I like is that this bronzer is not too dark or too orange. So it is still warm toned, but it's not so warm toned that you're gonna look orange. So really 3 thumbs up from that one. That's probably my favorite out of the whole lot that's just been released in stores. Also from Rimmel, I'm loving the Magnifies Kajal liner and shadow in one. So it's a double-ended pencil here. I got 2 shades of this. I was sent these as I was the palette, and just destroyed the tip of that one. Well done. What I love about these are not only the shades. I got a blue and grey shade as well, which I am going to pass on to a blue-eyed friend because it just doesn't work for me personally. But this shade here is lovely. So this is the rose gold shade. I'll give you the proper name in a second. I think it's what is it? Kissed by a Rose Gold. Love that. So it's got a shimmery, very long wearing eyeshadow base there, or cream eyeshadow. And then on the other side, it's got like a Kajal liner in a complementary color. This one's a really beautiful dark chocolate brown. I'm going to let this set while I talk about a few other items. And then you'll see that this light and not the shadow, sorry, I'm having trouble today. The shadow itself will not budge after it's set, so that's fantastic. Also from Rimmel, what else do I have here? There's a new base release, so Insta Flawless, obviously jumping on that whole Instagram bandwagon thing. So this is kind of like their newest addition to the whole BB cream thing. It says that it's quite radiant. However, fortunately, it's not as radiant as the I think the brightening, what was it, the Wake Me Up BB cream. That one was super sparkly. This one just gives a really nice glow. I've only used this once, and I was impressed. It's not going to give you a whole bunch of coverage, but it does even things out a little bit. And is great for those kind of no makeup days. You have to excuse my hands a bit stained from another swatch. It will give you some coverage, and I like that eventually it does set, and you can set it with powder, and it's not too like glossy or too shiny throughout the day. So again, that's just my first impression. I wore this once yesterday, and yeah, it was a cool day, so I don't know how it would go in warm weather, but yeah, thumbs up for this one as well. Also from Rimmel, what else have I got from Rimmel? Yeah, so there's a lip balm here from the Kate Moss collection as well. Now, I'm under the impression this got released with a lipstick collection. I don't know if it was the nude one, but it was released overseas with one of the lipstick collections, and here it seems to just be released by itself. Again, only worn this once. It's not a very thick emollient kind of balm. It's just one of those really lovely smooth balms that you can wear when you've been wearing what's it called, very matte lipsticks. So it's very similar to this one, which brings me to my next item, which is the Antipose Kiwi Seed lip treatment as well. So this, or lip conditioner I should say. So I'm a big fan of Antipodes, and there's some other items here from them that I'll show you in a moment. Again, another sort of thinner consistency, but fantastic for under, if you've been wearing a lot of matte lipsticks, particularly those liquid lipsticks, your lips can really dry out. And if you go and put a massive, you know, a really thick balm on underneath, you're not going to be able to get that matteness. So this one's slightly more glossy, but not, I wouldn't say like lip glossy, and this one's a little bit less glossy. So they're both fantastic. What else have we got? So we'll stick with makeup for now. Maybelline have released some new color tattoos, and this is in their leather collection. They released 4 shades plus a mascara, which I can't find at the moment, but they did release a leather mascara as well. And I've picked 3 out of the 4 shades to show you. So there is a beautiful chocolate brown, which has some gold shimmer. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's a little bit difficult. And actually I'd say it's probably more of a bronze shimmer than a gold shimmer. And that's really nice to use under sort of a darker shadow, or by itself if you set it just slightly. The purple, I think it's vintage plum, sorry, is really pretty as well, and it's lovely for the, now that we're going into the cooler weather, you might like some of those more muted shades. And again, this is one of the matte ones, so this has not got any shimmer in it. And the one that really stands out for me is Dramatic Black, which is just, as the name suggests, super, super black. And I used this when I went to a costume party and I needed a real smoky eye. Look how intensely black that is. It did not budge all night. I set it just with a little bit of black shadow. It smoked out really beautifully, and it was just wonderful. That's really, really cool. I'm really, really loving those. Also from Maybelline, I haven't opened this one up yet. Oops, sorry. This is the new version of the Lash Sensational. I really, really love the original. This one is in full, sorry, what is it? Black Pearl, I think it's called. Yeah, Black Pearl. So it's supposed to be super, super black with a little bit of luminosity from that. That's why it's called Pearl. So love the original one of these. Can't wait to break into that one. I at the moment I've got quite a few open, so I can't justify opening another one up at the moment. From L'Oreal, the False Lash Superstar is out now, I believe. This is one of those 2-sided ones. I'm not going to open it because, again, I've got too many open at the moment. But while I was away overseas, I did purchase this one. This is the waterproof version, and it's one of those mascaras that has like 2 sides. So you've got the primer on one side. Where are we? Primer on one side, and then the black color on the other. And yeah, I really like this. It really builds the lashes up really long. So I would definitely recommend this one as well. What else have we got in makeup? So these I reviewed a little while ago, but they only just hit my price line, so that's why I thought I'd mention them again. So these are the Color Blur lip crayons, and the pigmentation in these is amazing. So these, if you haven't seen my video on these already, I will leave a link somewhere up here somewhere for you to go and see that. But these are fantastic. You have a extremely pigmented crayon here, wind up crayon, no sharpening, love that, which is so smooth. Like just at one, can you see that? Just at one swipe, that's amazing. So they're pretty budge proof. The only negative thing I have to say is that some of the lighter colors did settle into fine lines for me, but if you are lucky enough to have beautiful plump lips, then it's not going to be an issue for you. There's also this shade here. I believe there are, I'm going to say 8 shades, but go and check out the blog post or the link to the other video. This one here is a dupe. I did test this out on the other video. This is a dupe for Candy Yum Yum. So if you are after that look for less money in the drugstore, then that's definitely going to be something you should check out. What else have we got? Oh, also last thing for makeup, I'm making a mess here. Again, I did already post about these maybe a month ago, but again, I only saw these arrive in my price line this week. So These are the matte effects. Again, I'll leave another link up here to that video so you can see what that's about. These are really strange, but they're really good. So these are a matte lip product in powder form. Can you see? It's, if you've got the Maybelline Brow Satin product, I've got it here. Let me have a look. Yeah, sorry about that. The brow, if you've got that Brow Satin from Maybelline, then you'll be aware of this delivery system. It's kind of like a little puff here, sponge, and the product is actually in there, and when you rub it together, it picks up product. So these are matte, they're blendable, they're quite they go on absolutely dry because they're a powder, so they set pretty quickly, and once they do set, they don't budge too much. So that's that for makeup. I just wanted to show you before we move on to skincare very, very quickly, this eyeshadow. So this is the one that I swatched before, the rose gold, and once it sets, it does not move at all. So I'm pressing quite hard and it's not setting at all. I'm not sure about the Kajal. I think, oh, that too. The Kajal also, the liner also does not set at all. Compare that to the lipstick. Obviously, that's gonna not set like that. So these are fantastic. Like, I am rubbing hard. I have a very grubby, don't mind my grubby makeup wipe here, and nothing. What you will need is a oil to remove those, or one of those really effective sort of, you know, those makeup removers that you have to shake. So that's what you need for that. Moving on, we're going to look at skincare now. Now, if you have been watching or reading my blog at for any time at all, you would know that I love Sukin skincare. It's one of the brands that I used exclusively for a while when my skin was really suffering for some dermatitis. I've become a lot better at choosing skincare now, and that's why you don't see lots and lots of skincare reviewed, because there's a lot of stuff I just won't use because it's just will create havoc with my very sensitive skin. But they've just released a line with charcoal in it. So, charcoal seems to be a bit of a super ingredient at the moment, and so they've released masks, scrubs, face washes, the cream cleanser, which is that one there, a whole bunch of stuff, moisturizer, all in this oil balancing formula. So this is great for those of you with problematic skin, perhaps for teenagers who are dealing with the whole puberty pimple situation and oiliness. So that's fantastic. Charcoal is known to purify and to absorb oils. So that's out there as well. Going back to antipodes, they've released a whole bunch of new serums. I got sent 3 of these. The only one I've tried so far is the Worship Superfruit antioxidant one. Now, usually when I think of serums, I think of something that's clear, quite slippery, like got a lot of slip to it. And this one's a little different. This one feels a little bit more like an oil. Let me see if I can open this. And it's kind of almost like, well, it's brown, but it's looking very, very brown on camera, but in real life it almost looks like it's crushed strawberry or something like that. So yeah, this one's quite nice. It has quite a nice scent to it. Yeah, fantastic. I really do like antipodes. I have been using their eye cream on and off for quite a while. The thing with beauty blogging is that even though you find something that works for you, like this cream, we get sent so many or given or gifted so many different items, and we also buy so many items to try out so that we can recommend things. So but I have been using this one. I keep coming back to this one, so I really, really like it, and it's not too expensive. 2 products left. I'm trying to get really speedy because I know that this is a long video. Nivea have just released their most powerful anti-wrinkle serum yet. So Q10 is the ingredient that we're talking about here, and this is the most concentrated version of Q10 that they've released before. It's really interesting that you've got the serum is these little like bubbles, these little pearls, and then when you go ahead and press the pump, the pearls mix with the mixing medium, and the serum is then fresh. So now, I'm not going to say I don't like it, but it is a little concerning when it comes out that it looks really like almost cream cornish, and it does disappear. So once you rub your hands together and mix all that up, it does get really silky and nice. It does have quite a strong scent, but if you don't mind that, it's quite a pleasant scent, quite a fresh, clean scent, but it is strongly scented. So if that bothers you, then maybe that's not for you. But yeah, I've been using this for just under 2 weeks, I think. And have I seen a miracle? No, I haven't, but I have noticed some firmness or some more plumpness around my eyes where I have a few, you know, I'm 35 now, so I've got a few fine lines. And so this one looks like it's injecting quite a lot of moisture in that area, therefore everything's looking plumped up. I'll be interested to see how this goes in the long term, but so far I'm quite impressed. We're at 15 minutes. This is the longest ever. Okay, so a lot of stuff to get through. Lastly, Garnier have released a new version of their micellar water. We're all familiar with micellar water. Garnier do a really good one. This one here is the pure active version, and this one is supposed to be a lot better for problematic skin. So if you are someone who gets, you know, breaks out a lot, if you have very oily skin. So it's almost like these two here are really designed for, you know, your teenage market, or people who just have very oily skin. So yeah, this is supposed to be that new version. I haven't broken into this yet because I've got Bioderma open, I've got a Garnier open. I've only got so many bathrooms where I can keep these things that I can use. So I'm holding on to saving this one. I don't have terribly oily skin, but I'm going to give it a try in the T-zone and see how that goes. So that's it. There was a massive bunch of new stuff out. That's only half the stuff. I feel like in the next few months there's going to be even more stuff coming out. So plenty of stuff in Priceline for you to check out, or Kohl's, Kmart, Big W, Target, all that sort of stuff. There's so much stuff in the chemist. There's so much stuff for you to check out. My pick, my favorite, I have to say, is I'm really, really enjoying that palette. I'm also really loving this. So if I was going to choose any two that I love, it's interesting. They're both Rimmel and they're both those beautiful goldy bronzy shades. They're the two that I'm really, really enjoying at the moment. Thank you so much for watching. I apologize this is such a long video. Catch you next time.